Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's Trey, and let's talk about Pokemon Journeys. Ash is the champion, and I know I've been late. About talking about Ash, battling Leon and Cynthia and stuff like that. It's only because every time I've been wanting to talk about it, I be kind of forgetting about it. Not because I don't care about Pokemon or anything. It's just that I just been so busy, and then I record other things, and I be forgetting to go back and record what I watch from Pokemon Journeys, and it's just been like, ugh. But now I'm here to talk about it. Ash won the championship. Of course, you guys already know. It's really cool. I'm really excited. It's been 25 damn years, and my boy did it. My entire life, he has did it. Ash has done it. He's won and stuff like that. I guess that one of the Pokemon themes from Pokemon Master Quest. I guess it really is true. Was it? I think it was what the thing called is Master Quest for the little thing. So I don't know if any of you guys remember Pokemon Master Quest, but I think the lyrics was like, no time to question my moves. We stick to the path that I choose. Me and my friends are gonna do it right. You never see us run away from a fight. Let's see, to be a master is my dream. I've got to do is believe. I believe I'm on a master quest. I'm on my way to victory, Pokemon. I can be a champion if I just believe. I'm on a master quest. I want the whole world to see. I believe gonna be the very best, because all I got to do is believe in me, Pokemon. So Ash did it. He really did it, and the battle was pretty epic. But I call shenanigans on that guy there. What's his darn Pokemon called? His Center Race, like that. I call complete BS on that whole shit. But he was like killing it. I thought Ash was gonna lose because Leon was starting to strike out on all those things. But it was really cool that they decided to. I like how they all were studying each other's strategy, especially Ash. It seems like Leon definitely was like monitoring Ash. It was really kind of cool to kind of see how he kind of countered Ash and how Ash kind of countered him. They were using the whole little thing, and it was kind of cool that that Leon used all three Galar Pokemon to the battle or whatever, which was really interesting when you kind of think about it. And then it was kind of cool to see him also use Ash's counter shield technique against him when he had Gengar versus Inteleon. That was really pretty cool to kind of see that as well. But hey, I mean, the battle was really kind of cool. And then they got to use all three forms. So Gigantamaxing, Mega Evolution, and what's that other thing called? Z moves. That's what they were able to use the whole time. So it was really kind of cool that the whole battle between Gengar and Inteleon went down to the whole Dynamaxing kind of thing or whatever and stuff like that, which I thought that was something pretty interesting, especially since Gengar should have been able to beat Inteleon easily, honestly. And it was kind of cool that he had the first shot out. And what was it? That Mr. Mime ice type? I don't even know what they call it. Mr. Brime, I believe. That was interesting, especially and then Ash uses Gengar's curse body on him. That was really, really kind of cool too. And then they use, of course, the Psycho Field that helped speed up the little thing. But I think Gengar should have been able to at least damage Mr. Rhyme with the whole Will-O-Wisp. But hey, first battle out, right? And then of course you have his Galarian, not Galarian Farfetch, but Scarfetch. That was really cool how he used brutal swings and stuff like that. I think that battle right there, he should have been able to win, but I don't know. I know how they love it, and I enjoyed seeing the cameos from everybody. I'm just kind of sad that May, Max, and Silent didn't have like an episode where we got to see them. You know what I'm saying? But I did enjoy how Ashy destroyed the Psycho Field with Scarfetch, and then used Lucaria to take on the little thing. So, and then he mega evolved, which is kind of cool because there's like really like this little form of bonding that they have that happens when you kind of see it. But again, that's another. I was thinking that it was actually going to go down to Lucario and Charizard, honestly, not Pikachu and Charizard. So it was really interesting kind of see how they kind of took that one around. But it's kind of like, Jesus Christ, Lucario, you're on your Mega Evolution. You should be able to defeat Mr. Brime, I believe. You know what I'm saying? Like, just use an Aura Spear and bam, you should be able to, take him out really quickly. It's kind of interesting how this is the most we've seen of a Mr. Mime kind of character do a lot of damage, you know. But Mr. Brime did go out by Lucario. But one thing that bothers me is, like, as soon as Lucario became Mega Evolution, it took him forever. I mean, it seems like he got weaker instead of getting stronger from it. And then, of course, Leon used Dragapult, and then Ash returns him and used Dragofish, which that was really cool. I think Dragofish should have been able to defeat him really quickly. But hey, the battle was really intense and stuff like that. And I don't know, was that Dragon Bite or something like that? Cause I don't even know. And then they battle really went cool, and I really enjoyed the Ice Fang, which I think the Ice Fang definitely should have been able to defeat Dragonpult, but then it pushed out Dragonite afterwards, so that was really kind of cool. And then we find out that Dragonite is a girl, so that was really cool. And then of course the Dragonpult keep like hitting them with the little tails or whatever, and that kind of like, oh yeah, let me switch out the Pokemon. I thought it was really kind of crazy how everything happened between that little thing. And then Dragonpult had like battles, like he was able to use Flamethrower and Thunderbolt to take out Lucario, which was kind of crazy because Lucario wasn't ready to battle. But I think Dragonbolt just shouldn't have been able to defeat Lucario like that. But that's just my opinion on that kind of stuff, because that Ice Fang was super effective, and that Ice Fang should have been able to defeat them. And I like how Dragonite uses a Drago Meteor with Hurricane combination and kept it going, so that Dragonpult went down from the Drago Meteor. And then he used the final evolution of Grookey. I forgot what the hell that thing's called, but I don't even think Ash had an attack that was super effective against him, because he used Drumbeat, which again, that grass Pokemon really shouldn't have been able to defeat Dragonite like that. But it's Leon, so I expect nothing different. Oh, acrobatics, yes, I forgot he did use acrobatics to take on Dragonite, because Dragonite was already weakened. But again, I call shenanigans on that one. And then Scarfetch went against him, and then he used Horsepower, and then he used Brutal Swing, I believe, which that was really crazy how that worked. Like, Leon's grass Pokemon was like defeating the hell out of everybody, which was kind of crazy because he couldn't. What was it? I think he lost against. No, he didn't actually. I don't think he did. I don't think that Pokemon did, but he defeated two of Ash's Pokemon, and of course Dragofish used Ice Fang, and then used Dragon. What was it? Dragon Dive, I believe, whatever, and stuff like that. Which that was really kind of cool to kind of see that. And he finally fell over because Dragofish did it, which left Incineroar? No, not Incineroar. God damn it. I am drawing blanks on the Galar name. It's not my fault. It's Pokemon fault. So for Cinderace to be able to defeat to defeat Dragofish. When Dragofish is a dragon ice type, it was kind of weird, but I understand he's been battling for a long time. And then he like recalled him and then brought out Charizard. I was like, oh shit, Ash is about to lose. So when he Gigantamax, I was like, man, ain't no way in the world. Even if Pikachu did defeat Charizard, I was like, ain't no way in hell. And what the hell? I remember when he threw them darn rocks and stuff like that. I was like, oh snap. But then of course, Pikachu tried to use Iron Tail against him, but I was like, come on now, that's just freaking crazy. What the hell? Like Pikachu was the last one left, and I kind of wish it was just like down to the one little thing. But now they're going to use their full power. They used their full power against Charizard, where they did the Z move. So they did what 1 million, no 10 million volts or whatever against that, and then Charizard used like this Hellfire attack. That was pretty crazy, and that was like, oh shit. I didn't even think anything was that intense or whatever, and then Eternius was released because of the great power that happened or whatever, and I thought that was going to interrupt the battle, so they was going to start over or whatever, but it looked like it just gave Eternius like all this energy or whatever, and then Eternius gave them back the Dynamax badges and stuff like that. So then Leon decides to return his Charizard and then get his Incinerate, and his Incinerate has a new form. And then of course Ash had Pikachu on the Dynamax thing. He tried to use that big old giant power ball, and then Pikachu used Heavy Thunder. That was really something else right there. I was like, oh snap, and it hit right. So, but the animation, can we talk about the animation? The animation was freaking amazing. And I thought Incinerate was going to... Oh, wait, but no, Incinerate fainted, right? So, I was like, oh, snap. Now it's down to Charizard and Pikachu. And I don't even know. I ain't gonna lie. I really thought that Charizard was going to whoop the fuck out of Pikachu. Like, don't get me wrong. I love my Pikachu, but Jesus Christ. And is it me or Leon's Charizard got like about 500 million attacks? Do you guys remember like this? This is like familiar from Drake. Remember Drake from the Orange Islands, where he had his Dragonite had like eight attacks or whatever. That's why I always say that Pokemon should have more than 4 moves anyway, because it just makes the battle more interesting besides the same 4 moves or whatever. Because let's be honest, Pikachu really should have had Electro Ball and Volt Tackle, but the animation, holy crap, like they went all out on this final battle. I'm sorry, the animation is just freaking amazing. It was like on movie quality kind of stuff. Like I haven't seen Pokemon look this good since Pokemon X and Y. Like wow, it was amazing how they went head to head, and then you just see how Pikachu just kept going against him, and then when he passed out for a bit or whatever. And then he saw all of his friends from the entire show of Pokemon. It was like, let's go. Everybody's rooting for them. It was like one of those power of friendship kind of moments. And then Pikachu stood back up. And then Leon was like, it's champion time, where they used their final moves. 10,000 volts. If you ask me, that was more like Volt Tackle and then Blast Burn. So Blast Burn versus Volt Tackle. I'm calling it Volt Tackle. And then Pikachu actually defeated Charizard. I was like, holy crap, he did it. They defeated Leon. He became the champion. I'm like, holy crap. I would have, like I said, I would have loved to see a little bit more cameos from other Pokemon. I would have loved for all of the official champions come back to see the battle in person. But that's fine. I definitely would have loved to see Misty, but another thing that it did prove to me that we do know for sure is that Dawn is one of the greatest traveling companions ever, and she should have been the traveling companion for this year instead of Chloe, because Chloe was the useless female companion that didn't really do much, but Dawn showed up and showed out for Ash. You know what I'm saying? So hey, I mean, I know some people are like, oh yeah, this is, and a lot of people are worried that this is final or whatever, but I really think it was a really good matchup. I was just surprised by the fact that Leon had defeated so many of Ash's Pokemon that I was like, ain't no way in hell that Ash was gonna win. Like I thought he was gonna be. I thought it was gonna come down to one final moment, like kind of like how Alon and Greninja had that giant water shuriken and blast burn, and it connected to Charizard and connected to Greninja, but Greninja fell over instead of Charizard, even though that was a super effective water move. I was like, holy shit! So it was the same thing with Leon and thing, because that was blast burn. That's like one of the most ultimate fire moves compared to Pikachu. I don't care what none of y'all say. That was fucking Volt Tackle. That was a huge ass, because Pikachu literally ran and charged at him. We haven't seen that since Volt Tackle. And honestly, like I said, I think the Pokemon Company need to bring back Electro Ball and Volt Tackle into the mix. Just my personal opinion for the battle, but I'm really excited. I know some people are like, "Oh, if this is the end of Pokemon, what do we do?" And if it is, I think it really went out and the 11-year-old Ash Ketchum has won. I don't care what none of y'all say. That boy is not 10, because when we went down to Aloha region, Professor Kui and his wife, they already had like a 6-month-old baby. Ash is either 10, I mean, it's either 11 or 12. I don't care which one y'all want to pick, but Ash is not 10 no longer, because that's not how a year works. You can't, he can't stay 10, and then you have a character that was created. You have a character who was pregnant, and then the baby's 6 months, and he's still 10. No, I rebuke that in the name of Jesus. You don't lost your mind. He's either 10 or 15. He's either between 11 or 15. Take your pick. I don't care which one you got to do, but he ain't 10 no more. But it's kind of great to see Ash win, though. 25 years, man. 25 damn years. I'm really excited about. I mean, I'm excited that he won, but I know some people are like, "What are they gonna do?" But I don't know, because could you use another character? Maybe, but it can go the route of like a lot of sequel shows like Yu-Gi-Oh. How over time people just started not being interested in it because people only care really about the original characters. Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that those sequel series are failures, but it's kind of like, especially if you got a character like Gone that's not really all that interesting to people. I'd rather us see Journey. I'd rather see more stories about Ash's companions than to see a new protagonist. You know what I'm saying? If that makes sense. And if they do continue with Ash, let him be the mentor. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't have to always battle, but let him teach the new generation or something like that. You know. Or maybe have it where he's defending his title or something like that. That could be really cool. Or if let's say he goes to the new Paladian region and he kind of becomes like a teacher or whatever, but he goes on a journey with a student or whatever, and he shows them the ropes of how you do gym battles or whatever and stuff like that, kind of getting Ash back into battling gyms just for the hell of it because he can. That'll be really interesting to see, but I don't know. These are just little decisions. I think what could have happened is Pokemon Chronicles should have still continued. That way you could have seen more episodes of Ash's companions doing a lot of things in the Pokemon world. So when this did happen, if y'all did need to get rid of Ash or whatever, you had different companions around. Like you could have used the Johto trio, you could have introduced the Hoenn trio, not the Hoenn trio, but you could have introduced Brendan. You could have introduced any of the Unova characters or something like that. Let's follow them, see what they're doing or whatever and stuff like that. Maybe that could be something. And then just have Ash appear every once in a while or something like that. Who knows? Or maybe Ash teams up with one of them to do a mission or something in the Pokemon world. Why not? The possibilities are endless, but I just think it's really cool that Ash won. I'm really excited. Congratulations to Ash for becoming a Pokemon Master. And I don't know. I really ain't got really much to say because I kind of reviewed the entire battle with you guys and talked about it and how I was really excited about it. What are you guys open to? Do you guys think that Ash should continue? Do you think Pokemon anime needs to end? Do you want to see a new protagonist? Do you want to see Ash's former traveling companions do their own journeys? It's all up to what they decide, but honestly, if this is the end, I think this is a good way to go. You don't have to keep doing Pokemon anime. We have a lot of episodes of Pokemon, a lot of history of Pokemon. If we ever need to go back and watch or relive it, we can. And that's how I feel about the situation. But those are my thoughts. Tell me what you guys think in the comments below, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace out.